Welcome back, my dear friends. This is Mr. Osama Muqbil, the English teacher and the self-improvement coach. In this episode number 8 of our series, I Am Still a Beginner, HEEELP. Today's lesson actually is very important. Why? Because we use it all the time when we want to talk to others. It talks about questions. You know that if you want to start any conversation, you should ask and answer. Ask and answer. So if you understand the question, you can answer it. And surely when you know how to form a question, definitely you can make any good conversations. That's why today we're going to discuss with you one of the two main and very common questions in English. You know that there are two different kinds, yes-no questions or WH questions. Yes-no questions or WH questions. Today in this episode, we're going just to study together one part of yes-no questions. So I want just to help you understand the lessons very well. In this episode and in the other episodes, we're going to study the different kinds of questions, but I'm not going to give you everything in one episode so that you don't get confused. I'm going to help you step by step, little by little, bit by bit, one by one, so that you can understand all of these lessons very well. And then after these episodes, I am sure that you will know well how to use these questions very professionally. So let's get started. Here we go, my dear friends. As you see, the title suggests that yes-no question means that the answer could be yes or no, and sometimes it's called a closed question. Why is it called a closed question? Because the answer could be yes or no. Now, before we learn together how to form a yes-no question, we have to know that yes-no questions could be used in noun clauses in the past or noun clauses in the present. But before I say the ball rolling, we have to know what the noun clause is. The noun clause or the noun sentence is the clause that doesn't have action verbs, such as run, dance, play, study, listen. All of these are called action verbs because we have action. So the noun clause doesn't have an action verb. So what does it have exactly? What are the components or the parts of the noun clause? Here we have the three different forms of the noun clause. At first, we have the subject. This is the first part of the noun clause. Then we have one of these three linking verbs or main verbs. Is, are, or am. Is, are, or am. And finally, we have one of these three parts. So you can use a noun after the linking verb. Example, he is a teacher. Teacher is a noun. He is a pilot. Pilot is a noun. She is a doctor. Doctor is a noun. The second part is we can use an adjective. The adjective is the word that describes nouns or pronouns in general, such as tall, short, strong, weak, smart, crazy, and so on, okay? The example can say, my teacher is super intelligent. My cousin is tall. My uncle is very strong. So all of these are called adjectives. Number 3, you can use a prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase. Now, what does it mean, prepositional phrase? The prepositional phrase is the preposition plus noun. Preposition plus noun. What is the preposition? You know them. At, in, on, under, above, through. All of these are called the prepositions plus noun, such as school, home, university, and so on. So the prepositional phrase example in it, when I say at home, at school, under the table, above the desk, and so on. So for example, we can say, I am in class. This is a noun of clause. I is the subject, am is the linking verb, and then the prepositional phrase at school or in class or at university. So preposition plus noun. One more time, please. You have to remember that in case we have a noun clause in the present, we should use the subject at first. Then one of these linking verbs is are or am. And finally, one of these three parts, noun, adjective, or prepositional phrase. Now, our lesson all is about how to form yes/no question. You have to know that if you want to form yes/no question, you must start with one of these linking verbs. Is, with these three pronouns, she, he, it, or you can use a singular subject such as, for example, Fatima instead of she. You can use Salim instead of he, or you can use cat instead of it. Number two are with these pronouns, they, we, or you, or any plural subject such as students, girls, boys, engineers, doctors, surgeons, and so on. Finally, I comes with am. Now, let's apply this to our lesson yes/no questions. Look at this sentence. He is tall. He is tall. Now, this is what? Noun clause. How can we make yes/no question out of it? Now, we can make a yes or no question out of it like this. When I say, is he tall? So I have just to switch the linking verb with the subject. Is he tall? Is he tall? So I just put the linking verb at first, then the subject, then the completion of the sentence, whether it's an adjective, noun, or a prepositional phrase. So, is he tall? The answer, yes, he is, or no, he isn't. Yes, no question. Yes, he is, or no, he isn't. Another example. When someone asks you, I told you that this is the conversation or the dialogue. You ask and answer. You ask and answer. Sometimes you answer, sometimes you ask. Now, someone asks you, are you a pilot? Are you a pilot? What should you answer? Yes, I am. Or no, I am not. Are you a teacher? Yes, I am. Or no, I am not. Are you in class now? Yes, I am. Or no, I am not. Is English easy? What should he answer? English. Can we use he? No. She? No. They? No. English, it's a language, so it's not a male or a female. It's not a human being, so we should use it. Is English easy? Yes, it is. Or no, it's not. Oh, is English hard? Yes, it is. Or no, it's not. Are you happy today? Yes, I am. Or no, I am not. Is she at school? Yes, she is. Or no, she is not. Are they busy? Yes, they are. Or no, they are not. Are we ready for the match? Yes, we are. Or no, we are not. Are you a big lover of learning English? Yes, I am. Or no, I am not. As you see, my dear friends, all you have to do is just to use the linking verb is or am at first, then the subject, and finally we use the completion of the sentence so that we can form a yes/no question. And the answer could be yes or no. Just remember to keep practicing all of these wonderful rules together so that we can improve our speaking skill more and more and more. Make sure that if you know well how to use the yes, no question, surely you will just take a very big leap toward proficiency and professionalism in general. So until I see you again with the second part of our lesson, the noun clause in the past with was and where, I wish you the best of the best. Don't forget that practice makes perfect, and everything will be like a piece of cake, very simple, if you keep practicing and practicing and practicing all the time with love, passion, enthusiasm, and positivity. Have a nice weekend.
So close to you. Oh, oh, oh.